Hello and welcome back to Cooking and Looking Good. Today we're going to focus on one of the most important meals of the day, and of course that is breakfast. You will not believe how many times I've been asked, Dana, what do you eat for breakfast? What can I eat for breakfast? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make a breakfast that is low-cal, packed full of protein, and will give you great, amazing energy for the rest of the day. So let's start with making our pancake turnovers. First, we want to go ahead and cook our turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is amazingly wonderful. I love to cook it. I love to eat it with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we want to turn our eye up. And I like to use cooking spray with cooking my turkey bacon. We're just going to spray it here. Hear that sizzle? Now, I like to take and cut my turkey in little pieces like this, so you can just kind of place them onto your turnovers as you like them. You want to make sure you separate them so they can cook evenly also. I already smell it cooking. So now we just want to give it a little turn, make sure we're not cooking them too fast. And I'm going to turn my eye down just a little. You want to really watch your turkey bacon to make sure it doesn't burn. But while our turkey bacon is cooking, we're going to go ahead and start with our pancake mix. So we want to take a ½ cup of whole wheat flour. We're going to take 2 teaspoons of granulated non-calorie sweetener. Just a little bit of salt, about ½ tablespoon. Baking powder, about 1/2 teaspoon. Another ½ teaspoon of baking soda. ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. Now this is 1/4 cup of water. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, plain. I love to use Greek yogurt. It is like my tofu. You can make it taste so many different ways. So we're just going to go ahead and add it in here. And we're going to get our whisk and whisk all our ingredients together. Now if you see it's a little thick, you can add a little bit more water here. So I'm going to add some more water. Pour a little in there. As we're stirring here, now we want to check on our turkey bacon. So we'll let this sit and check on our bacon. So we're just going to flip it on over here. Flipping. We've got that turned down, so we're going to return to our pancake mix. As you see, it's still a little thick here, so we're going to add a little more water. And we're going to whisk away. There we go. So now we've added about ½ cup of water, so you want to keep that in mind. But you can add it, you know, some people like their batter really thin or thick. We're just going to have it a little thin. Looks great. Okay, now we're going to check on our bacon. Should be just about done here. Some of our pieces are done. So we're going to go ahead and move it over to the next eye so we can get started on our pancakes. We'll turn this up just a little to cook the rest of the bacon here. We're keeping our bacon warm in our small pan here so that we can cook our pancakes, and so the bacon won't be cold when we get ready to make our turnovers. We'll turn that back up a little. And we're going to give our pancakes one last good stir. Smells amazing. Now that we've got our eye really warm for our pancakes, what we want to do is take some olive oil, just a little bit, about 2 teaspoons of olive oil here, to cook our pancakes. And so we let that warm up here. It gets warm really fast. And we'll turn our eye down as well. So now with the pancakes, you want to make a thin layer of pancakes so that you can make the turnover and it will be nice and pretty and it won't kind of fall over because it's so thick. Now we're going to take it here and just pour it in there. Now we're going to spread it out nice and flat so you can get a nice flat pancake. There we go. Now that's going to be really, really pretty. So we want to just kind of let it cook here on this side and make sure it cooks all the way through. And you'll see all the bubbles. And when the bubbles are on the top, then you know that your pancake is done on that other side. Still got a couple more pieces of turkey bacon just cooking over here. And you want to lift up and just make sure we're not sticking anywhere and we're looking good. Cook a little longer here. I'm just going to make sure the pancake cooks all the way through on this side. Now we're ready to flip our pancake. We want to be careful and make sure we don't break it. I'm going to take it here. I like to lean my pan over and we'll just flip it onto the other side. Now we have that beautiful golden outside here, and we just want to cook the other side the same way. Moving it around, make sure we don't get any stick. And using a non-stick pan helps also. And I love this breakfast because it's really low calorie, but it tastes great and it fills you up all day and it gives you so much energy. We've got a nice pancake for our turnover. Okay, we're gonna let this cook a little longer here. Okay, now that our pancake is nice and complete, we're just gonna plate it here and then move on to our eggs that we're gonna put inside the turnover. Now you just wanna kind of slide it over because it will slide right off. Okay, now let's move on to making our eggs to put inside the turnover. So I've already got my egg whites here. I just separated the yolks from the whites and have our egg whites. Use about 4 of them depending on how many people you're cooking for. And now, I like onions. I like to add onions to my eggs just to give it a little more substance and a little taste. You can use whatever ingredients you want. You can put spinach in it, you can put broccoli, peppers, whatever you want, and that'll give you a little bit more filling for not a lot of calories at all. So we're gonna go ahead and sweat our onions a little bit here. So while those are cooking, we can put a little salt and pepper into our egg whites. We just take a pinch of salt and pepper. Egg whites really don't need a lot of seasoning because they take on the flavor of everything that you put in it, so you just need a little bit here. I'm going to take a fork here, kind of stir it up. Okay. Now that our onions are cooked down a little bit, we still want them crispy so we have that texture in our wraps. In our turnovers. And now we're going to pour the eggs right on in there. And this is a non-stick pan, so you don't need any spray, just kind of turn that down here and let it sit here. Now that we've got our egg whites done, we're ready to plate. Okay. So now what I want to do is take one of my pancakes, put it on the plate here. Taking our eggs here. We're just gonna plop a little of them right here. I'm gonna take about 3 or 4 turkey bacon pieces here. Now, one thing, I love cheese. I add cheese to just about everything. So I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese onto our turnover. Okay, now, of course, we're going to turn it over. We want to sit here. Now, I like to add a little extra protein into my breakfast, so I'm going to grab some Greek yogurt and we're going to mix up some breakfast yogurt. Okay, I've got about 3 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, just a little bit to add to our breakfast. Now I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of honey, just to give it a little sweetness. You can taste it. See if you need a little bit more. Let's try a little bit more. Add a little bit more honey here. Stir it up here. That's good. Okay, now that we have everything cooked, I've cleared off the counter and we're ready to finish plating. So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn to the side here and grab just a little dollop of our Greek yogurt. Now, if you want to make your plate a little fancy, you know, I like to get fancy sometimes. So I'm going to take a little garnish, some cilantro here, put it on here. Handful of grapes, again, still being fancy. Put that here. So now we are ready to finish everything. And you know what the last step is? Tasting. Here we go. I am excited. I love this. I love this. Oh, here we go. I'm excited. Very good. Take a little bit of this yogurt here. Now this is an amazing meal. It's only 275 calories for the entire meal. So you can really go in on this plate, but still have a great day and not ruin it with, you know, a fattening breakfast. You want to have a great breakfast just like this. Packed full of protein, gives you lots of energy, and will keep you full until lunch. So for great recipes just like this, follow us on Twitter at Cookin' Look Good, or look us up on Facebook at Cooking and Looking Good. Until next time, see you soon. Mwah. Have a great day and a wonderful journey. Keep going.